Welcome to the Primetime 585 podcast. In studio, we have the best in the five. Julio Cruz, our producer, is over here. I'm Karen Iglesia, and you already know. I'm going to introduce him, but you already know. Don't even call him Gerard no more, y'all. Call him every time you see him in public. I want everybody to say, you are the luckiest man in Section 5 because you married to Primetime.
If they say that, I swear.
Because you should wear a shirt that says, luckiest man. I'm married to Primetime. Listen, I want my followers to send him a shirt. He is size large, so you can mail it. The luckiest man. That's gonna be your new thing. Luckiest man.
You know, you did an event at Tops last week.
Yes, with Adam Chojak.
Adam said, wow, if something about cloning you.
Yeah, because he says, how are you everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And, he said they should clone you. And then he took it back real quick and says, Gerard don't want two of you.
I don't want one of you.
But here you are. Not only do you have one of me, I have the pension, y'all, okay? Anyways, let's start off. Listen, y'all, we joke around a lot. This is us every day. I know people are sometimes confused to see, are they going through a divorce? I would never be this lucky. I wish. Okay, let's start off. We're going to start with the Penfield girls.
You cook too good.
The Penfield Girls Wrestling Tournament, Gerard. First, can I say I love how girls wrestling has blossomed in Section 5, right? I love how girls wrestling has blossomed. There are 18 teams in Section 5 girls wrestling. Fairport, Penfield, Dundee, Penyan. East Rochester got a really, really, really good team. One of their wrestlers, East Rochester Gananda, she was hurt, came back after being hurt. Now she's 8-0. Webster, Newark, Wayne, Avon, Palmac, Hornell, Waterloo, Canandaigua, Mid-Lakes. Shout out to these schools and these athletic directors for really investing in girls wrestling. Now it's called freestyle wrestling, which is different from boys wrestling. Did you know that? So
yeah, I know that.
It's a little bit different because they want girls to get hurt, so it's a different kind of style that they utilize for the wrestling. It's a brutal sport.
Yeah, it is. See a lot of shoulder injuries.
With girls,
yeah, we don't mean to scare anybody from
but it's a brutal sport. These girls are tough.
They're tough.
I
don't want to mess with any of those girls. I'm extra polite when I'm talking to them.
They're some tough girls, so we want to shout out to Penfield. They hosted a really good tournament. It was a really big tournament, and Section 5 embracing. I like how Section 5 embraced girls wrestling. I like how Section 5 embraced flag football. Right, equity in sports is very, very important to me, as you're well aware. And to see that girls wrestling has blossomed so much.
Oh my God, so much in just like 2 or 3 years.
Blossomed, and there's some schools that really just. Like Canandaigua wrestling program, some East Rochester, they really invested a lot of time and a lot of resources in girls wrestling. Yeah. So go ahead.
And this was 9 teams in this.
But there's a total of 18 teams in Section 5, which is a couple years ago was none.
And you figure at least 10 on each team. So that's a lot. Whereas a few years ago.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you go to this, it was packed.
Yeah.
It was packed, those pants. Do you know what I realized about wrestling? A lot of these girls, their dads were wrestlers. Yeah. And they get
or their brothers.
So I want to shout it out. I wanted to give them their due because Penfield put on a really, really good wrestling event. And there's some good teams out there. So there's 18 teams in Section 5. I made sure I texted Kathy Hoyt and Jen Lipinski this morning just to confirm, because that's a lot of girls wrestling. Yeah. And the equity in girls sports, probably because there's women at the helm too, at Section 5. So, Jen and Kathy are women, right? And they're really advocating for more girls and equity in sports. And Jen Lipinski is one of the ones that really advocate for flag football. Yeah. And she was an athletic director over at Spencerport. So having women at the helm at Section 5, I think that helps.
Yeah, it helps.
But I really think that I see more equity in sports when it comes on to girls sports, flag football, wrestling. So shout out, Penfield did a wonderful job. Shout out the Penfield wrestling program for what they did.
And talking about women at the helm, not in my house. I'm at the helm of our house.
Oh, you okay? You got a fever? You're under the weather. Oh,
People know I'm lying.
that's flat out. Oh, that's cute. I know. I like how you're trying to be tough for Julio in studio, but sweetie, come on, stop it. Don't tell these lies. He's telling lies, y'all. He's telling lies over here. Okay, now let's go to Fairport versus Penfield Hockey. All right, so this was by Z705. Shout out to Z705, the best person to cover hockey in Section 5.
He is great.
He is wonderful.
Footage is
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he covers a lot of our hockey. Fairport versus Penfield. Let's talk about it. So this game was a 7-3 win for Fairport.
much needed.
Yeah, Fairport needed this win. Real bad. Garrett Martin had 2 goals. I won't call him Jack G because I don't want to mess up his name, with 2 goals. Grant Ralston also had 2 goals. Mark Hiller with a goal. Blake Nelson's, it's his first win in goal, Gerard.
Okay.
It's his first win in goal. So shout out to Blake Nelson. That's his first time starting in the first win in goal. But real quick, some good hockey out here. Irondequoit hockey low-key good. They're 4-0-1.
Okay.
And they had to rebuild their hockey program. But Irondequoit hockey, look for them, to make some waves. There's a big hockey tournament this weekend. And tonight, Batavia Notre Dame is playing Portside.
Oh,
tonight.
game.
That's going to be a good game. So, but Fairport, they had a much-needed win, 7-3 over Penfield. Congratulations to Fairport hockey on the win. A lot of talent. And shout out to Z705, the best in the 5 with hockey coverage. If you are not following him on social media, if you're a hockey mom, hockey dad, love hockey, the person to follow for hockey is Z705. His footage is absolutely ridiculous. Let's go to some girls' basketball action that went down. Let's start off with Aquinas versus Mercy. Can I just say that the Aquinas team, Gerard, I know you're watching the footage, Aquinas team, they only got like 8 players.
Yeah. Well, they got a couple injured or one.
Yeah,
or two
but they're
injured.
still 8 right now.
8, yeah.
So they don't have a lot of room for error with fouls and everything.
Yeah.
But when you have an AJ doesn't even come out of the game. She barely comes out the game, right?
And as hard as she worked, she looked like she could go another
She's
game.
in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in shape. And they play high intensity basketball, right? Coach Loria doesn't,
They defend.
They defend the ball very well. They took on a Mercy with Wanki, right? Wanki, she probably gonna have a double pretty much every game.
Yeah.
She tough. Yeah. She is.
She had something like 18 and 18,
18
points, 18 rebounds, something like. Might have been more than 18 points.
She's going to do that. She's young, right? She's
9th grade.
She's a 9th grader. No, you know her dad, right? Her dad played?
Yeah, her dad, Jay Wonky.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was a JV coach at East. He killed us in the finals.
Shooting? He's a shooter?
He was a big guy.
Oh, he's a big guy?
But he could shoot the ball, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What school did he go? Is that
McQuaid.
Oh, is it McQuaid? Okay, okay. So you already know that gonna make sure she's well trained and well everything, right? Yeah. So, but Aquinas did come out with the win. But look for Mercy to make waves this year. Yeah. They're still a young team. They're a well coached team. Aquinas is not only young, but they got an 8th grader. Dr. Hepburn's daughter. She's a youngin, but they're kind of like in a rebuilding phase. They're the Section 5 defending champs, so people are going to come for them next.
And I like Carla. I forgot her last name, but she's really good, quiet.
She ain't got to talk. She just got to shoot that ball. She ain't got to talk, right? She ain't got to talk. But of course, we already know Miss Green is her, right? She had 5 threes. Lauren Green on the Lauren Missy Green. On the day she had 5 threes. She takes some long shots, right? She takes some long shots. But Aquinas did come up with the win over Mercy. Congratulations, Aquinas, on the win. Now let's go to Bloomfield versus Wayne. So Bloomfield have only played 2 games prior to this. They've had some cancellations or whatever. They were 1-1. They did lose to Kenneth Steele Greenwood before coming into this game. And Wayne was undefeated.
At 4-0.
At 4-0 coming into this game. But Bloomfield, Gerard, by halftime, it was like 26-6.
Yeah.
Bloomfield got your girl. Yeah. Right?
One of the best athletes in Section 5, regardless of class.
And regardless of sport, right?
Yeah.
She's a 3-sport athlete, right?
Kayla McCombs.
Calla,
sorry.
McCombs. And Kala dominates in every sport she plays. Volleyball, she go make you pay. Basketball, you feed her down low. And what I like them point guards, them twins.
Yeah.
Right? They said, we gonna feed the beast. We gonna feed her because guess what? She deserved to be fed. When you are her, we're gonna feed you. So Kala McCombs, go ahead.
And that's Addison Falzone and Sydney Falzone. Those are the twins.
You can't even tell them apart, all right?
Yeah.
Addison had 12 points, and Sydney finished off with 8 points. Kala had 21 points for Bloomfield Gerard, and Trinity Ford rounded off their scoring with also a 3. That's your girl. Trinity, she had her first basket as a varsity player.
No, that was actually, Trinity's good. That was actually Marley Poole.
Oh, I got it wrong. Okay, Marley Poole. Okay, so she had her, they went crazy.
Oh, yeah. She was so excited and high-fiving everybody.
I love it. I love it. That's how sports is all about, right? Lauren Twist and Mia Demink, both very talented athletes. Both scored 6 for Wayne. Sydney Howard and Madeline Shoemaker had 2 points. They play Pal Mac on Friday. Bloomfield. Bloomfield is always good, well coached. Yeah, their coach is really
very good.
The most impressive part of my interview with them was what part? The teacher part.
Oh, yeah. They only have 8 people on the team, so they need some extra bodies to practice. And sometimes the
teachers come down and help them practice. I think that's dope. That's like really like the teachers be lacing up some sneakers like, okay, they only got 8 players, so they need people to practice against and run plays against. So the teachers come down, lace up some sneakers, and practice with the team. That to me is dope. That's taking one for the team. Shout out to Bloomfield community and the Bloomfield teachers. You guys are the real MVP because that's not easy. Could you imagine my girl Kala giving her teacher buckets? She's like this. She gonna back her teacher down like, yeah, you gave me a B on this test. Boom, take that. So shout out to the Bloomfield teachers for lacing it up, getting on the hardwood, and helping them girls practice. That's a dope part of the story. Now we got to go to some boys basketball, Gerard. Fairport versus Schrader.
Wow.
I'm going to leave this game to you. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, Fairport's so good. You know, they lost Lashard Lowry and, some other players last year. But, oh, my God, they look just as good.
Okay, so when we thought that, Fitch lost, I think, lost 6 seniors, right? But, they're going to have to rebuild.
Yeah.
Oh, we were wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, were we wrong?
They're good.
Can I just first say this? They got 3 players of the year, Gerard, in other sports, right? No, you film it, so you don't need to watch this. We're going to talk about this, right?
It's good.
Yeah.
I hear it. I can multitask.
So they have Roselle, who was baseball.
Yep.
They got Roselli, who was baseball.
Yeah, Sam Roselli, yep.
They have Greta, who's a soccer All-American, this year Player of the Year for us and AGR. And they also have Noah Mabon, who had 23 points yesterday against Victor, or Tuesday against Victor, right? And he was a volleyball AGR and also us Player of the Year, right?
And a Team USA member.
When you have that and you got Scott Fitch, this is my philosophy when you play Scott Fitch. You're starting the game down 5.
Yeah.
Fitch is good for 5 points to start the game.
Yeah.
You're down before they say the national anthem, Gerard, they're down 0 to 5. Because Fitch, and what I saw with Fitch, so I've been watching Fairport, and Gerard, Anthony's played against Fairport for many years against Fitch, right? Fairport and McQuaid got their little rivalry going on, right? I've never seen him press as much as I've seen him press with these athletes. He knows I got studs and I'm going to use them. Talk about this game a little more.
Another stud they have is John Russell
and Hadi.
Yeah,
also.
Yeah, but Russell is a high major D1 baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they got all this, and he utilizes that, right? They created so many turnovers.
Oh my God.
And Schrader's good, and Schrader's well coached.
Yeah. They just weren't ready for this particular brand of defense.
The defense,
but they'll figure it out.
Yep. They were up 54-17 at the half.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite, honestly, is my guy Gannon. Gannon Culver, when you have a point guard that could distribute, that is smart, that could shoot it, that's a threat. If you come out on him, he's going to go right by you. If you don't go out on him, he's going to make you pay on the outside. When you have Gannon Culver on your team with those other assets, that will be the difference maker. You are as good as your guards.
Yeah, and they have one of the best front lines in Section 5.
Are you saying the best or
I said
best?
one of the best.
I'm trying to be controversial because Penfield.
I don't want Penfield to get mad at me with their big three of Jackson Green, Jake McCarthy, and C.J. Johnson. But this front line is really good. Alex Grada, Mr. Mid-Range, got nice moves underneath. Hadi Durgam.
He's smart.
He
finishes in the paint. Finishes in the paint.
Yeah. And Noah, who's just a freak athlete and who hasn't played basketball
in a year and a half.
At least a year and a half.
At 23, he was the leading scorer on Friday. On Tuesday against Victor.
The dude only plays basketball during the season.
Just to have fun. He's out there just having fun.
Yeah.
He did something we've never seen. 4 consecutive dunks in 4 consecutive possessions.
Yeah.
One of them was like a windmill.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was crazy.
They're one of the very best teams in Section 5. But
they use their length and their athleticism. They got plenty of length. To create all kinds of pressure, and deflections, turnovers.
What I like about John's a bulldog on defense, right? He does all the little things, huge play. Hadi, he defends the ball or in the help position. I just like excellent ball movement. Excellent ball movement. Very unselfish team. Scoring 90 points against a top team like that, crazy work.
And their leading scorer only had 15 points. So that's how much they distribute the ball.
Listen, very impressive. Let's go to Notre Dame Batavia versus Fillmore. Okay, so we got to go into this game. Okay, can I first say this? Notre Dame Batavia, well coached, very, very good team, right? They're the defending Section 5 champs, right? They were 3-0 coming into this game. Fillmore was 4-0 coming into this game, right? So we drove all the way to Fillmore. It was worth the hour. It was snowing. It took us about an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to give them the love, small school love, because there was they're a small school team, but they played big time.
Oh yeah.
Basketball, both teams, right?
Yeah.
It was a pretty close game at the half. Talk about this game.
Well, yeah, it's probably like an 8-point game at the half, and then the third quarter came. And Jonah Violet. Yeah. He went crazy. In like a 2-minute span, he had 7 points and an assist. And all of a sudden, the game was
changed.
over.
Oh, yeah, because he could do it all, right? Cam Mutcher, I like him.
Yeah.
He had big guy, but he could handle the rock. His footwork is absolutely crazy footwork.
Yeah.
He is a big guy, but plays like a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And he could handle the ball. He did one nice around the back move and then passed it, got an assist. Yeah, he can do it all. He's about 6'4" or so.
So the Bilex, the dad is a college coach. And the kids play like their dad is a college coach, right? Like there's an 8th grader on the team, Norton Bilex. Can I just first say this? The mom
is the MVP.
Mrs. Bilex, you're her. Why is she her, Gerard? She got 12 kids. None of them are adopted. And I don't think any of them are twins.
Yeah.
They all came out of her, right? That right there is the real MVP.
Yeah.
She is keeping Fillmore alive out there. She keeping Fillmore stacked. And she got like a baby that's like on breast milk right now. Like, yo, Mr. Bileck is making sure they always got a team and a squad at Fillmore. They all play sports.
Yeah.
And at one point, there was like 3 of them on the team at the same time. The real MVP at Fillmore is Mrs. Bileck. Listen, what?
While I agree, we gotta give Mr. Bileck his props.
He ain't carrying them.
He's the AD at Fillmore.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's the men's basketball coach at Houghton,
yeah.
Yeah, at Houghton. And he provides and takes care of 12 kids.
And he's doing the announcements at the game. Right? Listen, he got to do all of that to pay for all them kids. My boy got like multiple stream incomes because, listen, he done gave his wife 12 kids. Do you think maybe he likes working because he ain't got to be home with them? George's like, wait a minute, can we have 12 kids?
That's why
I gotta be home with you.
That's why I need to go back to work as a city school district teacher.
But shout out to talented team. But real quick, Notre Dame Batavia, I gotta talk about Chase Antinor.
Wait, before Yeah.
Chase Antenor, he's really a good talent underneath. I really want to give him his props.
He's a junior, and
Cyphus.
Cyphus, yeah, he's a good player too.
Yeah, he's shifty, real shifty.
Yeah,
they got some young players.
We forgot the soccer star.
Oh, Isaiah Sisson.
Yeah, Isaiah Sisson.
Yeah, shout him out too.
Yeah,
his footwork is crazy. His footwork is crazy.
And you got a little number 14 right there. He could shoot. He's another Bielek. They always have 2 or 3 Bieleks on the team.
Listen, because she keep giving birth. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So we got to go to Hunyoy versus East Rochester coming into this game. Also, this was 2 defending sectional champs, Gerard.
Yeah.
Hunyoy got off to an early lead and was very much in control throughout the first 3 quarters. At one point, they led by as much as 18 points, but East Rochester's scrappy.
Man, they're always scrappy every year.
Listen, don't sleep on them teams.
Yeah.
Judah Tanner could shoot it from outside. He's an athlete. He's smart. But they brought it down to as much as 6. But Hunyo, they're just too much. Yeah. They're too big.
Too big.
And they got, when you got a Washburn on your team.
2 Washburns.
Right. Well, that's when you got a Washburn, which means that either one,
yeah,
they're going to make you pay. Because one is like, how tall is it? 6'6"? 6'7"?
6'7".
Don't do 6'7". Don't do that.
And the other one is like 6'5".
They're talented.
They're long. They're athletic. They're skilled. Yeah, they block a lot of shots or change a lot of shots, and just too big on. And they rebound like crazy, of course.
And they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Right. Their height leads to a lot of deflections, blocks. They change shots, a lot of rebounds. Yeah. But shout out to Judah Tanner. Justice Allen is a talent. Ultimately, Hunyo is just too big for this team, but East Rochester is going to give fits to a lot of teams. They're very, very, very good. They're not big, but they're athletes.
Yeah.
When you're athletes and scrappy, you're going to always make people pay. Okay, East versus McQuaid real quick, okay? So let's talk about this game. Richard went to cover this game. East got the 58-53 win. First, can I say they're always rivals, right? East
For decades,
right? East versus McQuaid is always going to be a rivalry game. Doesn't matter what their standings are. They're going to be a rivalry game. Game was tied after the third quarter, Gerard, but East outscored McQuaid 15-10 in the fourth quarter. Zion Parsons with 24 points. Norman Simmons. What grade is Norman Simmons in now?
He's in 10th
grade, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be a major asset for them. Talented player. When your dad is Norman Simmons Sr., you're going to be good. He had 14 points. But Zion Parsons finished off with 24 points, high scorer. But McQuaid was right there. Final score was 58-53. And we've gotten some battles we're McQuaid parents with East all along. But when you have a Daryl Barley on your team and you have athletes, you're going to always stand a huge chance of really being competitive at all times.
Yeah, because every year they play hard.
Yep.
As hard as any team out there, because Barley will sit you down if you
he don't
ain't
play.
Playing hard.
He don't play. All right, Gerard, we got to go into Gerard's pick real quick. Let's go into Gerard's pick. So,
my pick is Olivia Cartwright, and she's from Fillmore, Keshequa. Yeah, she notched her 100th win.
She's a wrestler.
Yeah, in wrestling.
Look at you choosing a girl sport and a wrestling. Congratulations!
Are you saying I'm sexist?
I'm just saying that I like the fact that you're seeing the vision. I love that you're an old school old man. So I like the fact that you could have picked a male basketball player. You could have picked Noah Maybon. You could have picked Hunyoy player. But the fact that you selected a female wrestler, I'm giving you your kudos. This doesn't happen very often. You get kudos once every 5 years.
I've picked a female before.
No, I'm just saying, I'm giving you your kudos. I'm giving you your kudos. Man, I can't even give him a compliment, y'all. He's so touchy. Man. Okay, so Karen's pick. My pick is a little bit different. So our son, Alan, is diagnosed with autism. So when we have a story about a child that's autistic, it's near and dear to us. And Colton Coates' dad sent me an inbox on social media, and I said, I have to do this story. So he's from Kenesteel Greenwood. Colton is, he has autism. He's a 3-sport athlete: football, basketball, and baseball. Okay?
And we mean athlete.
Athlete. No.
Yeah.
He is on the gridiron. He's a force. He made the Eddie Meath game and everything, right? He overcame so much adversity where, he just learned just how to cross the street by himself a couple years ago. He's a young man that didn't come out of his room unless he's forced to, right? Like Alan's the same way. Alan don't come out of his room unless he go to work or going to school, right? So we live in a world, Gerard, where it's difficult for kids with autism to navigate. It's a lot going on, right? He felt overwhelmed, frightened, but then he got on a football field a couple years ago and started dominating. Yeah. But I want to shout out the Canisteo Greenwood community.
His teammates.
One of which is
Carson Chaffee.
Yeah. They really embraced him. They helped make him better. They don't feel sorry for him. They treat him like everybody else. To have a community that welcomes that and to have a school district that noticed that and recognized that, we got to shout out the school district too, because that says a lot. This means a lot to us as parents of a child with autism. But he's a physical force. But this is bigger than sports, right? Here we have a 3-sport athlete, and it's not like he's barely playing. He had 3 threes in a game the other night. He had 9 points. So he played. Look at Colton. Yeah. So congratulations. Colton Coates, you are Karen Spick. And shout out to the parents, but a big shout out to the administration and the students and the teachers of Canisteo Greenwood. It says a lot about your school and your program to embrace this young man, support him, not feel sorry for him, but let him be seen. Congratulations to Colton Coates. You are Karen Spick. Okay, around section 5. I'm not going to cry. My eyes are sweating. We pulled off yet another show. This past week on Tuesday. So it'll be airing, guys. It'll be airing Friday at 7 p.m. But let's talk about a couple things. Aiden Bryant. This was his 5th time.
Yeah.
His 5th time as an elite award winner is crazy. Because he's won, this is his first time in volleyball.
Yeah,
he's won
I was surprised about that.
He's won indoor and outdoor 2 consecutive seasons for us, because who's going to touch him? He's a state winner.
He's a
national winner. But more than anything, he's an academic winner. He's going to Princeton. Ivy League. Big time. And I want to shout out my youth council. 8 of them came, and they're the one that handed out the awards on the show. Thad is a rock star at this, right? Thad,
he's so smooth.
Thad is, he trained me on how to do the teleprompter.
Great ad libs too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's been doing it for 20-something years, right? Yeah. Shout out to Madeline Brown. His daughter came back to serve in the purpose of helping train the youth council. But as you can see from the pictures, this is the elite of the elite. Yeah. This is the best of the best. We only select one in every sport. So to be that one says a lot. But tune in to the News 8 Primetime 585 Elite Show twice. Friday at 7 o'clock and next week, Saturday the 27th, we're going to air it again at 7 o'clock. That's how popular it is. It's the only high school award show in the nation that honors
on TV,
on mainstream media. So with that said, shout out to the crew, but big shout out to Julio in the studio. Make us look good, and Sean. That is it. That's a wrap, guys. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We're off for Christmas.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.